putting together a deep dive about Steve Winwood and Traffic for next week, but first, I really wanted to transcribe this piano riff for guitar because I've loved it my whole life. Hey, I'm Eric Haugen. Check the description box below for tabs and backing tracks on my website, live streams, and more on Patreon, and my deep dive courses. Let's talk about the sound tools I'm using today. This is a 2018 made in Mexico classic 50s Lacquer Strat. Tom Brantley rewinds pickups, 50 spec, Warmoth neck, 10 to 14 compound radius, medium jumbo frets, Strymon Deco for overdrive. Mojotone 6G3 Brown Deluxe kit, Mojotone 2x12 British cab, closed back, birch, and that's their Greyhound speakers. And yeah, that Strymon Deco gives you the crunch. Okay, so the walk up, kind of like, yeah, because the thing is going to be basically, it's kind of neat. There's that big chromaticism that it starts on a C sharp way low, but on guitar, you just make it into a guitar riff as best you can. But you're going to do some hybrid picking when you get to this G. Get that. And then the lick, without kind of the extra notes, you know, piano, you got 10 fingers to do stuff. It's a blues lick. A little. That's tricky though. You know. But hybrid picking, and then, so you get a right on that one there. So that lick. And then this is the thing you can do in blues. You're kind of going to play a C to a D while the band is still on A. So you use those ones there. So the whole little riff, and you know, practice stuff slow. It's fun. Second time, it's almost the same. I just kind of changed the second half of it a little bit. Went down to this D here. That's all it is. I've loved that riff my whole life. It makes me happy to have found a way to play it on guitar. And then, tuning break. Because yeah, you can hear it in those chord partials. In that region of the fretboard, might need to check my intonation. Anyway, when it gets to the next section, does that. Now there's a key change to B flat minor. So yeah, now we're copying Chris Wood's saxophone part. But under that, you know, Stevie's like, you know, doing licks like that. And then it goes up to a D minor. So that's so crazy. So it went from A minor to B flat minor to D minor. That's cool. But then the pivot back around is going to be just a big D major to an E major. So there's, you know, any number of ways to do that. I went, you know, that's very D major. E major. That starts to sound like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I mean, it's worth it for this. Yay! If you enjoyed this video, know that next week I'm doing a much bigger deep dive on the whole Traffic thing, and I'll tuck this video inside of that video. By the way, please like, subscribe, and share. That costs you nothing, and it helps me out a lot when people do that. One more time, how my business works. Patreon is where there's every backing track I've ever made, live Q&A seminars, and more. I update that every week, and I also make deep dive courses. You could check it all out on my website. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. See you next week.